Wintertime crappie fishing in Texas. Depending on where you're at, where you're located, how the conditions are setting up, it can be a great time to be out on the water. Here in South Central Texas, we've had a cold front recently. Water temperatures started today in the upper 30s, finished around 43 degrees. These fish are going to be piled up out there in brush piles and big groups. We'll go out there and show you just all about it.
Oh, is he decent?
No, it's a loose drag again. Was he spitting up bait knives? It's interesting to watch them though, because we're not seeing, like, they're not moving. And then we drop the bait in and they show a little bit of action.
Little crappie hole north of San Antonio. Smaller lake. I randomly stumbled upon some giant schools of crappie with LiveScope this summer, and Wade told me that what they do in the summer is what they do in the winter. So we came out here, me and Kyle, and Kyle's never LiveScoped before. He's never LiveScoped for crappie before. He's never really been a crappie guy. And it was fun to bring him out here. I had all the confidence in the world, but starting out, Kyle had no confidence.
Felt so lost earlier.
You're getting it now though. Like once you're dialed, it feels good, don't it?
Got to get around in the whole way.
Yeah. When you're like throwing it like 2 fish, it's pretty hard, but when you're just throwing it when the whole screen's covered and you can't miss them, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Yeah.
Fishing in the winter, maybe not something that people are that crazy about going out and doing, but with the conditions set up right, whether it's cold, maybe mild. Here in Texas, we see some winter days as cold as in the low 30s and as warm as in the upper 60s. Today is one of those kind of in the middle. It started below freezing. It's warming up throughout the day, and by the end of the day, we're going to reach in the mid to upper 50s. No clouds in the sky, a little bit of wind plays into our favor to go out there and find some bites.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's big. I think it's got to be a bass, dude.
I don't see it yet.
It's over here. That's a big old crappie, dude. It's a giant. Get the net on this one. That's a good one.
Nice.
There we go.
Moved a little further down.
Yeah. Just moving around with the LiveScope and found this sucker suspended above a group of smaller looking crappie, and that's the biggest one of the day.
It's a good one.
What do you think she measures?
I'm gonna go 12 and a half.
12 and a half? 12 and a quarter.
Nice.
Crappie are those type of fish that will set up in schools. We looked around for a little bit earlier in the day and couldn't find any. We get set up on a point where we find a brush pile. It ends up being that as we move down this stretch, 5, 10, 15, 20 yards, every time we pick up the trolling motor and move forward, we continue to find more and more crappie.
Once we caught a few, I mean, we got on them. It was fun. I found one, I have a spot that, I mean, it's 13 foot of water, and it is just loaded with fish. Every direction you look, there's fish. And it's my go-to teach someone how to crappie fish spot. Not that I'm a pro or anything, but if I can teach how to crappie fish there, that says something about the spot, you know? And took Kyle out there and his mood changed instantly. It was like every cast, he was at least getting followed. There's nothing more addicting than watching them suckers follow your bait on LiveScope. Ooh. Baby? No, dude.
I thought I heard a little bit of drag.
I did too, bro. It looked big on the scope. Oh, biggin? Biggin?
It could be. This may, I don't know what I've got.
Dude,
Ooh,
giant.
Oh,
Giant. You need the net?
Yeah. It's bigger than anything we've caught yet. Might be a bass.
No,
that's a bass.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's a fat bass.
Oh, I still gotta net it. You got like 6 pound line.
Let's
Dang.
go.
Kyle Curry got him a bass.
Fat looking. I mean,
let's go.
That's why they're down there. They're filling up.
With these crappie, it was interesting. You'd see some bass mixed in as well, and you could tell the bass obviously from the shape and the size, but also the action of them. The bass are moving a little more inside of those brush piles, whereas the crappie are kind of static, and you drop that bait down on them and they'll come up and check it out. The bass would be moving, and there's a lot of shad as well, and they'd be tailing the shad as you see those bait fish balls moving around the cover. can see the action there. Drop it down, find one that wants to play. Hover it just above the school. Might be cold. They're still coming out to bite. And a little closer. Now, Gentry and I were out here fishing today, and I was a little sneaky. I made a change that he didn't see. We had the same setup to start the day, but when we got going, I tied on a 1/16 ounce jig head, a little heavier compared to his 1/32 ounce. I was getting down there in the wind, having more control, my bait getting down there and staying in the action, whereas maybe his was drifting a little bit and was a little more difficult to control.
He didn't volunteer that information till he caught like 10 fish and I didn't catch any. And then he finally told me that he snuck into the tackle box and stole the heavier head.
Your problem is you're anticipating too much off of what you've seen.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, just wait, you're gonna feel it. We got that sorted out, got him one tied on, and he started catching some fish too.
Ah, man.
Come on, boy. School's out. Yeah.
Big and giant.
Hit the net.
Yeah, we need to get the netter.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a school right there.
Is it different or is it the same one?
I don't know, they bunched up if it's the same one. You'll see like schools just come swimming in. We kept fishing, and I mean we weren't catching the most, and they definitely weren't the biggest ones. But I mean, it's just so fun watching them eat it on the screen, and that might even be my downfall. Kyle was a lot more content with just, you know, he's seen on the LiveScope that they were everywhere, so he just threw over there and counted and let it get down there and then slowly moved it, like you probably should. Me, on the other hand, I'm addicted to watching that screen, watching those fish chase the bait, and sometimes I'm even jerking before I feel it because on the screen, them suckers are eating the bait. But it definitely cost me some fish, but both ways are fun, both ways produced fish, and yeah, we had a blast.
One, it's all about the same size. Couple bass, couple bigger, couple smaller. It's about the average that we're catching here. You can see the color too, it's cold. Water has a nice little stain to it though.
Well, eventually we got on them pretty good with the little ones, and we decided to start going to look for bigger fish. I personally can never get tired of catching little fish, but I wanted to show Kyle that there's actually some keeper crappie in there. And so we started going up the lake a little bit looking for them. And I seen two brush piles, and there was a good mark in between them, and I launched out there, and that sucker, I mean, he swam right over and grabbed it, and sure enough, it was about a 12.5 incher. That's a big old crappie, dude. It's a giant. Get the net on this one. That's a good one.
Nice.
There we go.
Moved a little further down.
Yeah. Just moving around with the LiveScope, and found this sucker suspended above a group of smaller looking crappie, and that's the biggest one of the day.
It's a good one.
What do you think she measures?
I'm gonna go 12.5.
12.5? 12 and a quarter.
Nice. LiveScope was a key tool today, along with that transducer pole from Beat Down Outdoors. We're out here in the wind. We set that anchor lock on the Garmin Force trolling motor. We're able to move that transducer pole around and take a look at the LiveScope. And as you do so, you can set your ranges, as we've talked about many a times, and you can figure out what distance casting to be making in front of the boat, and you watch that bait drop down on top of those fish. And a lot of times today, when you did that just perfectly, the conditions would set up, you'd watch them, they'd either nose down on it or come up to it, depending on how you presented the bait, and then it was game on.
Had a great time. Can't wait to get back out here. Hopefully I can talk him into coming back out here when it's 120 degrees and doing the same thing with me.
Gentry and I, we got a chance to come out to the water today. We made a trip up from San Antonio out to Inks Lake. It's just north of Marble Falls, and decent sized fishery, kind of small. We were able to tackle it all in a day, but what we were looking forward to was the potential of what is out here. We've heard of lots of big fish, quality fish. Maybe we'll find them, maybe we won't. It's mid to late spring The water temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s, low 70s by the time that the day warms up, and these fish are most likely spawning to post-spawn, roaming around. We're going to go out here and see what we can do and show y'all one of these great Texas fisheries.
We dropped the trolling motor at the boat ramp because we seen what we thought was a shad spawn, and second cast I caught a 2.5 pounder. Dude, he's a tank.
Yeah, they're good ones. Dude, I can't boat grab him. Aw, come on, fish. There we go.
Once we got that first bite on the frog while Gentry was messing with the bedfish, I kept throwing it, locked it in my hand, and not long after, literally about 20 yards from where we caught the first fish on the topwater frog, we got a good bite, and it was a really good one, and it was a largemouth, probably pushing 5-6 pounds.
These fish are healthy, boy. There we go. Pull it up. Just working that topwater across the grass this morning. Shad spawn, they're busting all over the place. It's a good one. Hands are cold. Oh, there we go. Watch the camera.
There we go, Kyle.
Good start to the morning. Good looking fish. We'll throw them back. Give us another one.
After a fun little shad spawn, we grabbed some frog rods, some Senko rods, some fluke rods, and we headed to a little pocket that I know of full of eelgrass. And there was a lot more eelgrass than I expected to be. To fish it, we just picked up our frogging sticks and went to work. We threw the Senko a little bit, we threw the fluke a little bit, but the frog's the only thing we could really effectively get through here. I missed a giant on the frog, so he told me to get back in there. I threw back in there. I never got a bite. We kind of figured it was done. I looked away. Kyle threw back in there. He got her to come right back up and eat again. I mean, it was one of the biggest frogfish I've seen in a while. Grab that Senko rod. He's big. Oh, giant, dude. Giant.
I'm just bringing her in, dude. You got the camera?
Giant. Giant, dude. Giant. Oh my. Yeah, I got her. I got her. Get her up to the boat, dude.
Get her.
No! Giant.
Gosh.
Let me grab the good camera.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Biggest fish in general I've seen in a while, but he reels it in. I mean, he's going crazy. I'm going crazy. I mean, it was pretty cool. He caught that sucker out of inches of water in the very back of one of these pockets. You know, I knew there were fish back there, but I kind of figured all the bigs had moved out. But man, it's just fun when you come across the big one in the back, and it's even more fun when you get its bite on topwater.
When fishing topwater, as we've seen all day today, it can be frustrating at times, but being able to be patient, wait for that strike, and set the hook on that bass is one of the most difficult things, because you hear the commotion, you want to set the hook, and if you're not patient, you're going to miss them.
That's 3 big ones on the day today. I mean, we're pretty excited, so we just stuck with the frog and going down the bank, and I hooked up a few more times, lost a few more times. Kyle, same deal, hooked up a few more times, lost a few more times, and at the end of the day, we had some fun.
Oh, dude, I got a knot.
Come here. Let's go.
Cheese fish. Daggum, he ate it too.
Go down there.
All the way down there.
There we go. Got another side fish.
We got us a sight fish, baby.
Is it in the mouth?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
in the mouth.
Oh no. Hold up. Easy, easy. He's in there.
All right, keep on. You got him free and we grab him. Yeah, I got him. Watch out. Let's go.
Let's go. in the cheese. Dude, I didn't know he grabbed it. I was literally reeling it in to reel it in, but we'll take a fish however we can get them. I mean,
That's you.
dude, I was just getting ready to reel it in.
Good, and heat on him. Just swing him right in once you get him up. Get through that,
Uh-oh.
get through that. Oh no, balled up. Easy, easy, easy.
He's in there.
All right, keep off. You got him free, or you want me to grab him?
Yeah, I got him. Watch out, watch out.
Let's go.
That's
good.
In the cheese. Dude, I didn't know he grabbed it. I was literally reeling it in to reel it in, but we'll take a fish however we can get them.
Not paying attention again. Now everybody knows fishermen, sometimes we're liars. We might fib, extend a tail a little bit, but we do have one on this trip that we have the video proof to back it up of the big one that got away.
That's pretty good.
Hey, you got him, you got him, you got him. You got him. Holy cow,
Oh
dude.
my God.
Oh my gosh, what do you need me to do with the camera?
Dude.
Easy, just fight him, you have him. Keep him down, keep him down, keep him down. That is a grab land tank.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Get Judy back here.
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good, you're good. Just
Dude, that's it.
Just
easy,
grab the
easy,
camera,
just
grab the
easy.
camera, grab the camera. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he's coming up.
Keep him down.
No! He threw it. No, dude.
Oh, that was him.
Oh my God, dude. That was like a 6 or a
It was
7.
at least a 6.
Oh my God, dude.
No.
Fishing along, wasn't really paying attention. Gentry was reeling his bait in. I was trying to get mine out of the way. And as I did, one just absolutely attacked it. And I missed it, it never got the bait. And so we kept fishing along, and within about 2 or 3 minutes, Gentry is messing with one of the GoPros. He makes a cast, tries to adjust the video, and while he does, that fish eats his bait, and what ensued is probably very good television, exciting to watch, but absolute heartbreak at the same time.
Keep him down, keep him down, keep him down. That is a grab land tank.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Get Judy back here.
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good, you're good. Just
Dude, that's it.
Just
easy,
grab the
easy,
camera,
just
grab the
easy.
camera, grab the camera. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he's coming up.
Keep him down.
No! No, dude. The jacking around with the GoPro and wasn't looking. I was throwing a little Spro Zero swimmer, and it must have been just sitting on that point, and I was jacking with the GoPro, and Kyle must have been watching it because he told me when it went down, and that sucker must have went down hard because when I laid into it, I mean, I thought I was on the rock.
Hey, you got him, you got him, you got him. You got him. Holy cow,
Oh
dude.
my
Oh
God.
my gosh.
I knew not to let that sucker jump, and I mean, when I first set the hook, I thought it was a rock, and I mean, I drug him right to the top, he jumped, and me and Kyle instantly were like, oh my gosh, dude, that's gonna be a massive fish. Kyle didn't know what to do, grab the net, grab the camera, watch. I mean, he's doing circles around the boat. I'm like, I knew I had to keep that thing from jumping.
That is a grab land.
Good job of keeping that thing from jumping. I mean, it wasn't, but 10 seconds after the first jump, I felt him turn his head, and he was looking for the top, and I gave him all the line he could ever want, and he still came up and jumped. Threw that Zero swimmer like 10 yards, right? I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Biggest fish I've ever seen clear the water like that. It was, I wish I had a shot of it because it was massive. It cleared the water by at least 10 or 12 inches. And I mean, it threw that Zero swimmer at least 10 foot. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I'm so bad at fishing, bro. Oh, my stomach hurt after that. But I mean, it kind of dialed us in. That's 2 giants. I don't think they were the same fish. 2 giants that we'd come across in this lake. You know they're out there. I mean, you know they're there. So we put our head down, kept going down the bank.
If you're looking to just go out and go fishing, this is a lake that honestly, it's a good place for it. It's obvious targets. There's, whether it's the vegetation in the water, the docks, the rock bank, you want to go out deep, there's some deeper structure. Just coming out here with no preconceived notions or any understanding of the fishery, I think it's a place that you can come out, have a good time, fish your strengths, and read the conditions, and you will find success.
We'll take a fish however we can get them.
For the best selection of fishing, hunting, and outdoor gear, get on over to Bass Pro or Cabela's.com. That'll do it for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.